Watching some New Jersey Devils hockey at the Rock. And we're underway. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday. Siegenthaler hits the red line, sends it down. Who brings it into the Devils zone for their first opportunity offensively. Sharp angle shot, stick to side, rebound, and a save. It's loose. Meyer over-skated off the original shot by the captain, Nico Hischier. Puck bounced off of Fowler's stick, otherwise he might have had a shot on goal. Joseph back up top, shot gets deflected between the circles. Centering pass to Fowler, blasts one and scores from the near circle. Cam Fowler. And the Blues get off to a good start. They're up 1-0.
First 2.5 minutes, and the results is what they wanted from a pretty sharp angle, but he wires this. There's a little traffic in front. You see White maybe crossing over here, kind of gets in the sight line.
Taken away by Bratt. Can't find Nico. Gets it back. Climbs the wall back to the point. Hamilton. He shovels a shot. Knocked right onto the stick of Timo Meier, who scores. Timo Meier evens the game up at
1. This one pays dividends. Let's take a look at our $1 million replay. Brought to you by the New Jersey Lottery. Remember, anything can happen in Jersey, and Bratt gets it back to Hamilton. He just flicks that puck quickly toward the net, and Caroms bounces off a body of the St. Louis Blue defenseman right to Timo Meier.
Flips it up into the air looking for Buchnevich. Goes to Thomas. His centering pass goes off a stick. Buchnevich kicks it back to Thomas. Up top for Fowler. Fowler. Thomas. Thomas at the circle. Thomas waits, fires a shot and scores with just 11 seconds to go on the power play, and the Blues retake the lead. It's 2-1.
Creep to the middle off the half wall. Fowler does a good job walking the line, and watch up here. Want to see somebody come up a little more there because he can rip it, and he makes the Devils pay here. A little disjointed there on that PK. You got to press him a little bit more.
Meyer off the post. He gets his own rebound, puts it back behind the net. Palat forces it back behind the net. But it's Joseph that gets there first. Walker chops at it. Sundqvist has got a possibility of a break. Devils trying to get back. Sundqvist backhand. Saved by Markstrom. Timo Meier, the goal scorer. Nico. Meyer. Hughes. Bratt. Bratt drives towards the net. Centers to Hughes. Out to Meyer with a shot. Save. Rebound. They score. The captain, Nico Hischier, puts in the rebound, and we are tied at 2.
When this power play started, showed some frustration on some personnel, but this time it was still everything to the perimeter. They couldn't quite penetrate the front of the net, a few block shots, and they stayed patient. And it starts with a nice pass there from Luke Hughes to Timo Meier for the one-time blast. Good save there by Binnington, but look at the captain. Calm, cool, and collected in front, and gets the rebound.
Empty netter was considered a shorthanded goal, so maybe if we got to include postseason.
Yes, we don't include postseason. Big save! Snuggerud with 2 shots, and Markstrom strong. And the Devils will have it back into their own end with 5. And Nemitz is just going to settle it down, and both teams are going to get a point. And for the 5th time in the last 6 home games.
See if they can squeeze a point, which they did, and I like the Devils' chances here getting the extra one.
Hischier, Mercer, Hughes. Nemitz still out there for the Devils. He's got a head of steam, brings it in. Nemitz waits for his mates. Here's Hischier back behind the net. Goes through Thomas. Gets it back out to Nemitz and scores! Shimon Nemitz again! Put a pitchfork in this one. Devils win it 3-2 in OT.
And the Devils had a lot of puck possession, probably the last 2.5 minutes of this overtime, and eventually they wear the Blues down. Nico Hischier goes behind the net. Looks like he almost loses it here, but he stays with it. Thomas gets on the wrong side of him, and he finds Nemitz coming down on the left side. He opens up. He's a right-handed shooter. No chance for Binnington, and the Devils win it. What a game. And the captain again had a big game. That is your Built Ford Tough Play of the game.